Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we have pushed these guys out of this area. They are in retreat and we are moving in. So that is amazing that we've kind of broken this stalemate. Now we have some air supply coming in, but it's really not very much. I suppose that's to be expected though, given the limitations of air supply. That said, we are making a few attacks up over this way, and we're attacking over here very hard. We are also just kind of wasting our research slots here in getting all of these tank variants. There's not really that much else that I'm super interested in getting, so that'll be fine. And ultimately, who do we even want to toss these guys to? A new army, perhaps? We could start a new army. That'll be fine. Okay, so the question is, do we manage to get to this province? And I think the answer is yes. Look at this. We're almost there. And these guys are being tied down by our constant attacks, so they're trying to get up there. But they're having a very hard time getting there, because we just keep attacking them like this. These very brief harassing attacks. Just stopping them from moving. I think we've pushed. And with that being the case, this is actually a big gap in their lines right now. I don't know if they can push, or they have troops here, but I'm not sure if they hold this. The real question though, this is all still part of the same supply region for us, which is continuing to be a little frustrating. But the big question I have is, can we build infrastructure here yet? The answer is no, we can't. But we can push these guys out of here for sure. And that's definitely something that we're going to do. So that's great. I'm noticing that this appears to have moved this army's defensive line. I don't want it to be along this border. I want it to be literally right here. Nowhere else. No, not down here. Literally just right there. Okay, close enough. Okay, and I want these guys' offensive line to be something, well, it was exactly like this. So just go ahead and do that. And just keep attacking. So we're going to push these guys out of here. And the question is, can we make it to here and cut these guys off a bit? If we can do this, then this is a big break in the war for us. So that is great. We'll go ahead and assign these guys into this army without the parachutes. Fantastic. And let's see how we're doing over here. Looks like we're making our way in. The question is, do they have reinforcements that are going to get there? I'm guessing they're trying to cut us off over here so that we don't pocket this whole area. This is, of course, the goal, which is to pocket this whole area and cut them off from supplies. Okay, we have additional tank technology to research. It's not like these take very long. This division here can get assigned into this army. That'll be fine. Yeah, we have resistance to occupation. That's to be expected. Not too concerned about that. In terms of our construction, how goes it? We still have a lot of levels of naval base that we are currently constructing. That's fine. Not too problematic elsewhere, though. Okay, so these guys managed to make it to here. No, they're still retreating, actually. We just haven't made it across the river yet. Fair enough. Okay, there's reinforcements, but we're going to be able to push them back as well, I think. We're going to have to wait for additional supplies to filter in. Okay, I'm noticing that we're no longer getting any air supply up over here. I mean, our mission efficiency is super low. That's to be sure. One thing we may actually want to do is cut our number of planes back by like 50. And that freed up a lot of command power, actually. So we'll get more ground crews here. That got us just enough to do this. Excellent. And hopefully that will increase our mission efficiency enough to make that worthwhile. Although I'm noticing we're not apparently getting any supplies here. Yeah, I'm aware that we require additional supply in the strategic region. Trust me, I'm well aware of that. This guy can get assigned into this army here. Wonderful. And let's just continue working our way through these tank technologies. We're only 11 days away from Infiltration Assault, which will be a big deal for us. Like, absolutely huge. So that's wonderful. We're going to continue. Did we grab this one? Yes, we did. Okay. There we go. And we'll toss these guys into this army. That'll be fine. So these guys are currently... Oh, these are retreating. That's perfect. We apparently have a paratrooper here. That's awkward. Let's move the paratrooper into this army. Oregon joined the Alliance of Ojibwa to absolutely no one's surprise. Excellent. Okay, so the question is, just how much are we going to get out of this push? I'm guessing they're moving to reinforce the area, but I'm also thinking it's just a matter of time at this point. I don't think that they can really do too much. Yeah, Oregon has joined Alaska, sure. Wait, is Free India attacking up here? No, they're not. Interesting. Okay, so we're attacking over here again and winning. That's fine. I am noticing that Suriname is moving a lot of troops around right now. So that is interesting. Okay, Infiltration Assault. Oh, this front line got messed up again at some point. I wish it would stop recalculating that. Oh well. We'll just leave it be for now. They're just chilling here as it is. I guess that's fine. Okay, let's grab ourselves another technology here. That was Infiltration Assault finishing up. We'll grab Night Assault Tactics. That'll be completely fine as well. And let's take a look at our supplies now. It's about the same, actually. However, we can deploy our Cypher against Suriname, and that is 100% something that we want to do. And we'll toss these guys into this army. That'll be fine. Oh, additional ones. Okay. In they go. So what all are we going to get here? Just this county or province? Or I'm not sure what these little sub-state regions are called in Hearts of Iron. Could be provinces. Yeah, actually it's right there in the tooltip. A jungle province. Wonderful. Okay, so we have troops being redeployed here. But we want to look to control this supply region ourselves, or rather this infrastructure region ourselves. So that will be absolutely fine. We're going to continue researching some of these. And this is an additional infantry division being recruited in. That is fine. These guys are, I think, trying to cut us off. But I also don't think that they get there. Yeah, these guys immediately retreated. We're going to get there momentarily. Autosave, and... there we are. Okay, we overran some of them. Now, we only have the single unit there right now, but there's a lot of reinforcements coming in. So that is great. The real question, of course, does this allow us to build infrastructure in this region? No, it does not. Okay. Our reinforcements appear to be quite a long ways away, actually. Yeah, we were pushed back there. Our reinforcements didn't get there in time. It was only the one unit of infantry. Okay, we've taken it back, though. And hopefully, we'll have additional reinforcements on the way here. That would be nice. Okay, we did get in there with an... Okay, here comes more units. Good. We made it. Okay, so I want this army to do that. And this is... Oh, this is still part of this same supply region. Okay. That means that this army absolutely has to pull back. So I guess we'll just... Actually, no. We'll not area defense them this far away. We'll just area defense them here. For right now. I'm a little salty that this is part of the same supply region. I'm not gonna lie. This is a huge supply region. Well, I guess it's 2 states. But yeah, that's a little insane, to be sure. Okay, what is this here? This is Army Group 3's. I think it's fine. I'm going to delete this spearhead. At this point, there's no longer any point in this. And at this point, this is our preferred attack. Yeah, this seems fine. Just double checking there. Okay, medium tank. That's fine. Oh, we have a lot of text to research. Let's grab this guy. Let's just double check that we got all these. Oh, we didn't get all these. Might as well just finish them up. Excellent. Now we're doing what we can for supply up here, but I don't think we're able to really drop any in here. We're not currently dropping any into this region, which is definitely unfortunate. Now, would we be better off, perhaps, by dropping it from this airport? Or rather, this airbase. Let's check. Bump this up to 1,000, this up to 1,000. And then over here, let's just do this for science, and let's put in... We know that we're going to need 350 transport planes here. Now, this is going to be over this cap, I think, by 50, yes. We'll just drop 50 close air support planes here. That'll be fine. Then we'll tell these guys to air supply over here. And I want to... do we still have more ground crews in Amazonas? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so these guys are now deployed. We are going to need to drop our number of fighters here. I'm perfectly comfortable with that. There we go. And the question is that doing anything at all? Not exactly. Now, I would assume that the way that this works... Oh, this air wing has no mission assigned, of course. Not enough command power. Right. So let's drop that. And how much command power would that cost? That would cost 90. So we actually need to drop this by at least 50 more. Yeah, now that would work. Which means that we can bump this up to 900. We'll have these guys on air supply. Now, I would assume that we would have to have this lift off from a location that has supply, right? A supply surplus. But I'm just checking to see if that's the case. I'm not 100% sure. So, mission efficiency of 7.4%. Sure. That efficiency is coming up. Supported 103. Okay. It's not super helpful. That's for sure. Not super helpful at all. But it'll do for now. Okay, we're working on both of these. Let's grab this one. Excellent. Now, we should not be aggressively attacking right now. That is 100% not going to be useful. I would absolutely love to build infrastructure in this state. Unfortunately, we don't control huge swaths of the state still. We only have 4 provinces. So we cannot build infrastructure in the state until I believe we control around half of it. Oh, hello, what's going on up here? Free India has made a landfall. Now, I think that they're going to die. Like, I don't think that's going to do anything. But it may pull some pressure off of this region, which would be very good for us. And yeah, I'm not seeing any supply come in from the transport. Total accidents happened. Yeah, that's fine. Air supply capability plus 0.6. Yeah. I don't expect too much out of it. Wait, did these guys just unassign? No, they did not. Medium SP artillery finishing up. Yeah, they're like fluctuating between whether they're assigned or not, I think. Or maybe this is just a bug here. I think that might be a display bug. Okay. Well, there's another tank variant finishing up. We're going to have no shortage of tank variants. There's no doubt about that. Just slowly working on that tech tree. And we're also going to continue... Like, the core issue here now is 100% supply, right? This airbase is within that same supply region. This airbase isn't particularly close. Can we move airbases? Because you can only have one airbase in a state, right? So, can we move this airbase? I kind of doubt it, but... doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, let's grab ourselves another tank variant. There are a lot of these that need to be grabbed. Well, they don't need to be grabbed, but they will be grabbed. Those are actually all done. Okay. Sounds good. And this supply issue does mean that we're going to need to look for another solution here for pushing past this river. The Amazon here is kind of blocking us, and without solid supplies, we're going to have a very hard time pushing in. That said, Free India is attempting to do a very widespread landing over here, it would appear. Now, I don't think that's going to give us an opportunity to get out of here, or to push out of this position. However, this isn't exactly the position that I want to take. So I'm going to get rid of that. And looking at this, we can see that the position we want to take is this state here. So we want to have our offensive line be simply that. It's a little awkward, to be sure. It grabs a couple of extra regions that we don't necessarily need, although taking this state wouldn't be the worst. This would end up getting us 2 states. And we'll just balanced execute that. I don't expect that we're going to have too much success here. However, if we look at the intel here, we can see they're at the roughly same amount of manpower. However, I have to assume they're not doing so well on supplies. That said, they had a long time to stockpile, so they might still be okay for a little bit. We do have a lot of political power right now. And what do we want to do with that? Well, we could develop these oil fields. I suppose there's absolutely no problem with that. We may as well. Okay. We could do some war propaganda. This would give us weekly war support. Sure. Let's do it. What is our war support right now? Where do we even see that? Oh, it's at 100%. Okay. Well, that's not going to be a problem. Probably should have checked that. Looks like Free India's attempts to land on the coast have failed. I'm really, really not surprised by this. And let's see here. We may as well grab this one here. Perfect. So the question is, how do we want to fix this supply issue? Well, the problem is infrastructure, right? This region that we control has maxed out infrastructure, which is all well and good. This region, on the other hand, not so much. Although I do want to check, what level is this airbase? It's a level 10 airbase. Okay. So there's nothing we can really do about that. Indeed. Because, yeah, our issue here is 100% the local infrastructure. And the infrastructure is, of course, being caused by the fact that this supply region includes this state, which we don't control. So how do we want to push in here? Our options are very limited, actually. Very, very limited. I mean, we could just try to aggressively push in. And just try to brute force it. Which might not be the worst idea right now. We could attempt to do that. The major risk with doing that is, of course, that we exhaust our troops and can't hold the counter push. However, once we get pushed back to where this supply zone only includes this region, I think we'd be okay. So I think this is the correct thing to do right now. And just see what we can get. Yeah, logistically, we're going to have some issues here. But we need to be exhausting them. Supplies will get to us eventually. And they're going to have just as hard of a time pushing across the river as we're having. That said, we're doing okay over here. But they're almost certainly going to deploy reinforcements. So yeah, we'll just attempt to aggressively push here, and we'll see what we've got in terms of capability of pushing. I mean, even if we just happen to take one area, that's a huge deal for us. We have these guys in the back, ready to reinforce if necessary. But yeah, it's almost entirely our logistical issue that we're struggling with here. Now, we should definitely be working on infrastructure there. Excellent. And let's go ahead and grab... We're almost done with the tanks, actually. Ooh, did we just push them out of here? We did. The question is, do we get there in time? Now, we're aggressively attacking, so we're going to tie them up on the front here. The question is, do they have anybody moving in from the rear? We've punched a hole in this line, though. Question is, can we take it? And then can we hold it? I guess we'll find out. However, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see if we can manage to push in over there. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.